Aries, how you doing? Welcome to your energy reading here on the AstroFlower. Going from the 21st of July through to the 27th of July. Lovely to see you here. Thanking you very much. Thanking you very much for subscribing and all of that. It's absolutely beautiful to see you. Yeah, we're going to be going into the messages from energy. We're also going to be looking at the chakras as well, and seeing which chakras are really important for you this week. In the messages from energy that came out on Wednesday, it was all about getting in alignment with the vibrations that correspond to you, because there is a change in reality that is coming down the line. And that's coming down the line. It's going to be a measured change more than anything else. It's not going to be a massive, massive change, but it's not going to go back to what it was. That's the important thing. Messages from energy came out on Wednesday. Have a look at it. Also, it was the element was about water. Now we're going to be looking into that a little bit later on with your Astroflower, and you do have a lot of water in your sign, believe it or not. I know you're a fire sign, and you do have a lot of fire, obviously, because you're a pure fire sign. But there's a lot of water that's playing through as well at the same time, and I think that water there is driving your passions more than anything else. So as the emotions come into it, I think this is going to make your fires build better. So the waters or the emotions don't put out your passions for life. Okay, but we'll be looking into that a little bit later on with the Astro Flowers. We pull a few cards. In the meantime, let's just connect to the energies and let's find out what's going on in the way of energies for you. So there we go. Oh, it's very, very orderly. And it's very orderly in a golden sort of sense of kind of saying, this is my divine connection. This is my divine position. That's what I want to say in life. And there's no ifs and buts about it. And if you take that attitude on and you allow your emotions to be engaged in it, that's when you can temper your fire a little bit, so you know when to push your passions and when to hold back a little bit. And whichever way it is, it's certainly a lot of order that seems to be going on with the energies that are going through it at the moment. Very, very lovely. Okay, let's just connect to that energy now and see if there's a message that comes through. Okay, I get someone like marking a book. You know, they're marking things off. They're making sure things are done correctly. It's either you're like marking school books or something like that, or marking something in life, or recognizing something of how someone is with you, how they connect with you on the emotional front, on the spiritual front, but also at the same time, it's how things work within a business. So it could be also sort of like accountancy in a way, sort of like making sure things are in the right place and they add up. That's what it seems to be here. And from that adding up out of that book, that's when the joy absolutely comes to the surface. And you can start playing with your connections, which the connections to the vibrations that correspond to you in a really good way. It opens up like almost like stars in a way. It's like a magical realization. It could actually be a realization of on your karmic book. It's almost like your karmic path is of saying, "This is what I should be doing. This is how I should be." You know, and feeling really good about it. It ties in with that sort of those golden bars there, as if to sort of say, "This is who I am." And I think there's a realization that's coming to you this week, and sort of kind of saying, "Right, I now know who I am. Therefore, this is how I should be. I don't have to worry about the outside world anymore." Either they, you know, either people accept me or they don't accept me. That's the way it goes. But I'm going to be checking to see where, you know, making sure everything's working correctly, as it were. Really, really nice. Good energy. something to do with plants as well here, and I think it's something to do with an emotional sort of side of life. I think it's like as like the a relationship is something that you cultivate together. It's not something that only one side does. And I think here is like sort of saying, you know, you're finally getting into rhythm with an emotion with someone else, so you can cultivate this relationship in a really good way, in a beautiful way. And it's made up of dreams. It's what dreams are made up of. That's what it is. On the emotional side, really, really nice. And there's a lot of making peace with, I think, not just with yourself, but also with others that are around you. And I think this is like that sort of kind of like now where everyone's seeing clearly, what has been working and what hasn't been working. So now you can literally just go ahead and do it, as it were. See what's going on in the way of chakras, what chakras are playing in for you the most. Heart chakra. There's a lot of passions here, emotional passions, fiery passions as well. So, there's a real passion for what you do in the way of a job, passion for the engagement of relationships and emotional engagement, a new lease of life. That's what I'm getting here in the way of a heart chakra. That it's like the heart chakra is, yes, I feel confident enough now to open up to it. What other chakra is playing in here? You got the third eye. This here is more sort of like you don't want to be overthinking things. The results are what the results are. What's down, what you can see works and what doesn't work. There's no more discussion about it. There's no more thinking about it. It's just knowing. And knowing what corresponds to you is really important. And not allowing people to get into your head as well. Don't let people play games with you. It is what it is, sort of scenario. If you think too much, it could turn your heart. So you need to be a little bit worried about, not worried. You need to be conscious about that. You need to be conscious that sometimes your emotions can play tricks on you. It doesn't really sit every single time perfectly with what is logical. Because that's what emotions are. They're not necessarily logical. They are, emotional engagements. And I think this is where maybe the two, you don't really want to be mixing them more than anything else. So, making sure your heart's really open to what the possibilities are and don't overthink things. Just, remain true to what is the facts of the situation. And that's in both your financial side and in your relationship side. On your financial side, when you do this accountancy side of things, it's gonna, people are gonna be kind of going, oh, okay, Aries, what you got? Oh, right, yeah, Aries has got it going. I think it's going to bring you a lot of kudos as well. And, you knew it to be true anyway. Just waiting for everybody else to realize how good you are, sort of scenario. Okay? Yeah, just don't overthink things. Really don't overthink things. Let's just see what we get from the way of the trees here, because we've got this lovely silver birch. And the silver birch is like the wise tree of the forest. It's like the wizard or the sorcerer or the sorceress of the village. And they feel things that others don't. So what do we get in the way of messages from these trees here? Seeing how things work will allow you to see your future. So if you know how things work, therefore, once you start applying that, you know you're going to get these results and so forth. That could be a real strength and wisdom within you that you can apply that in your life and everything that is around you. Okay? Let's just see what's going on with the astroflower for you. And as I said, we were talking about water. And what you'll see is that you do have water in pretty much every single petal on the base there. On petals 2, 3, and 4. Now, 2 and 3 are the karmic paths on your relationship side and on your financial side. That's 2 and 3. But you also have it on petal 4, which is the engagement with the world that is around you. And that comes in from Capricorn. And Capricorn has got that energy of, so there may well be someone who comes into your financial life that helps to redefine the reality of how to make money or how to get success in your life. Okay, let's just pull a card on that. Yeah, it brings something to a finality. It gives you respite from any doubt that you may have had of, is this the path I should be leading? And there's someone that's coming on, and they may just be passing through and saying, yeah, all right, you're doing this, great, that's exactly what you should be doing. So someone throws a comment in there that makes you feel a lot more better about where you're going and what you're doing. Let's have a look and see what's going on the karmic path on your financial side. Get the 3 of Swords. I think it's for you, I think this is what you're healing from. And I think it's on your karmic path to heal from what might have been like a difficult job or a difficult financial situation, because this is on the financial side, or a difficult business section in your life, or having to do a lot of work in order to get the education, so to get all the knowledge you need in order to do what you're doing. And it has been a stressful time for you, maybe over the last 6 months, and that's what's coming to an end. That's where the healing's coming into your life. Okay? But we do have this mutable water at the surface there between petals 9 and petals 10. 9 is your future. How do you play with it? This is an offering coming in for you. I think you need to play with this new, like a job offer or a new sense of passion and an emotional engagement within your financial world. I think it's finding the direction that you should be taking, that no one else can take. Only you can take it. And I think it's also as you're bringing forward this water that we were talking about, this emotional sort of connection with the vibrations that correspond to you in a very, very good way, in a beautiful way. Let's see what's going on your relationship side as well. We've got the karmic path. We've got mutable water again here. The same mutable water that comes in. Happiness after difficulty. I think the difficulty was mainly on your financial side. But on your relationship side, like, it's now you've got the stability that's coming back into your life. You've got that Knight of Cups. You're following in the direction that's going good for you. And now it's on your karmic path to realize the enjoyment. And that enjoyment, as you can well see on this card here, is made up of connections with other people, not just one-to-one love, but also family, friends, community, all of those sort of things that go into it. It's really, really nice. This mutable water is going to be playing all the way through. It comes in from Pisces here. And what's the connection between petal 6 and petal 8? Look at that. The star card. She is pouring that water out. And that's what I said about the book, opening the book and seeing all the stars that are coming out just for you. This is obviously the ultimate situation. Dreams come true. This is what dreams are made of. Star card. But it's coming from within inside you and going into the outside world in a very, very beautiful way. Play with it, enjoy it, but knowing what really works. And it's gonna bring you love. Love is in the air. It really is for your relationship side or your spiritual path or your emotional side of life. There's a lot of connections, not just with other people, but connection with you and your inner being and feeling absolutely at one with it. It's a really good energy for you, Aries. Absolutely beautiful. So chuffed for you that you're going to be receiving that this week. So yeah, there you go. Thanking you very much for being here. Thank you very much for subscribing, liking and commenting and all of that malarkey. It's absolutely beautiful to see. I will see you on the Messages from Energy and all of the other energy videos that we do on this channel as well. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.